Hi, welcome back to
Hi,
Two Kims.
one pod,
Hi, I'm Peter Kim, and
and I am Unji Kim.
this is the last podcast on Earth. Thank you so much for coming back, folks.
Thanks for
Uh,
taking time out of the your apocalyptic timeline to make time for
yes,
us,
yeah, whether you're in the car or working out at the gym while the world falls around
or
you,
in your bunker,
yes.
prepping for the day of doom.
If you are in a bunker, please let me know. Drop me a pin. I want to join you
Yeah.
because I'm sick of this right now. Um, there's a lot happening, as always. When is it not? Just quiet and chill. But I want to talk about something happy, which is the fact that Unji and I will be in New York City
Yeah.
March 19th and 20th for a little Two Kim's co-headlining event Thursday, Friday. So if you are in the New York area, Brooklyn specifically, please come out. We'd love to see you. We'll be posting all the details about the show and all that soon. So get excited for that because we haven't been back to New York in a while. We haven't done one of these like co-headlining tour things in a while. So we're
That's
excited.
true.
And if you've
Yes.
come before, this is going to be all new material. So lucky
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm very excited for New York.
I am too.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about performing in New York?
I would say how, you know, what like New York always reminds me of is like it reminds me of how much we like DC. because
Love
it is
DC.
because it is like very it's decidedly East Coast
Yeah.
insofar as we can go fast.
Uh huh.
People are already caught up to you. You don't have
Yes.
to slow down.
Uh huh.
And there's a part of it where living in DC or New York City, there's a built-in you must be this tall to ride this ride kind of thing about
You
intelligence
must be this smart
to live
to
here
live here and survive here.
and
Yeah.
be able to afford a ticket
Yeah.
to this
So
show.
you like being or surrounded by people like yourself, is what you're saying.
I love to be in a bubble, babe. I
Yeah.
love to be in a bubble. But it's but I think this is the thing though. They are similar in like in this insofar as like speed and whatever like savviness,
Yeah.
but there's a plurality and a multitude that abounds. Like, in New York in particular, like you don't know there are certain genre of people, but you could always be surprised.
Yeah.
You know,
I think this is like an old saying, but I heard it the other day and it really summed it up and it got me excited for New York is in New York, you can be anybody.
hmm
In LA, you better be
You be
somebody.
somebody. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that really does wrap up New York versus LA. And that's why I
Yes.
love New York is because you're nobody gives a shit about celebrity, clout, anything like that. Like if you are an actress and you're
hmm
walking down the streets of New York in just like a puffy jacket and sunglasses, no one's stopping you.
No.
But in LA, you better get ready to be stopped. Can I take a picture? Oh, what kind of matcha is she buying? Like everyone's obsessed, especially paparazzi. In New York, no one
I
could
mean,
give a
yes.
fuck
Honey,
about
if you're
you.
in LA, you better be ready to be popping up on Dumois.
That's right.
Okay? Like in New York, no one cares. I mean, this is the reason why so many of the people that sustain or are celebrities for a really long time ultimately wind up going to New York.
Exactly. Because they could live in anonymity. They could take the train. And nobody is blinking. They're like, okay, so that's going to the Paltrow. Cool. What have
Because
you
you
done
need
for me lately? Yeah. And it's very like Sagaji in that way, where it's
Mhm.
like,
It is.
oh, there's like almost it's bereft of respect. You know?
And yes, it is. It is. It's no it's it's not like it does respect, but there's no deference,
Yeah.
right? It's not giving you respect without it being earned.
No, it's earned only. And it's
Yes.
all about like actually the less you're known, probably the more powerful you are. It's the opposite. In LA, like the more exposed your face and voice and opinions are, like
hmm
the more people are wanting to be around you and want to work with you.
Yeah.
But in New York, like it's kind of like money speaks and wealth whispers.
Right.
Very that. And I'm very into the quiet. I don't want you to talk about how rich you are. I don't want to talk about what kind of car you're driving. Like no one's driving in New York.
Yes, I don't want to. I you want the wealth to whisper, but you want to be able to scream. Like you want
Yes. Yeah.
like it's very much. I've been watching a ton of like heist and gangster movies.
Why?
I want to see and watch violence. I will say, just simply
Okay.
put, that is where my mind is. That's
Yeah. Are
what I
you
want to experience.
feeling a need for violence?
I feel a need. I don't know if I like want to enact physical violence. That's not really something that's baked in, but I am certainly
You
deriving,
want to experience.
yeah, I am certainly
Yeah.
deriving a buttload of pleasure from watching it
I think
right
that's
now.
happening, especially after this Minnesota incident.
Yeah.
A lot of people are turning to violence and not like their own enacting like you, like this kind of parasocial violence thing
Mm-hmm.
that you're like, oh, I need to know that this can happen. That there is, because violence is, in a way, like in a sick way, like quick justice,
Mm-hmm.
no matter which way it's pointing.
Sure.
And I think I've been feeling that too. The
It
need
is
to just see someone get absolutely fucked up for
fucked.
saying the wrong damn thing, doing the wrong damn thing, and being bad and being and somebody paying for this bad behavior.
Yes. And I feel bad saying and talking about like sort of a vigilante kind of violence
I
via
don't.
like,
I don't. I love it.
especially fictionally,
Yeah.
but I am really looking and seeking it out. It is, I mean, like it was also the something that happened in the 70s, a la Death Wish with Charles Bronson after all the subway stuff that was happening in New York during the 70s. So it's not unheard of, but I have been watching a lot of violent stuff. But to your point, I was watching American Gangster
Uh
and
huh.
talking about being quiet, very specifically Frank Lucas, like flying under the radar was how he really wielded power,
Uh huh.
right? By like being anonymous.
Uh huh.
And at the same time, the man in LA that's supposed to be like the serial killer, the Black Dahlia guy that was the doctor.
No.
He's supposed to be, it's like this house who's very famous, like Manson-esque, like
Okay.
where this really dark person was known by celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's just part of it where like being big and like people in LA will take that in just because they have enough money and they are like a big
LA
house
people
and
are
this,
sick. LA,
you
I'm
know?
I'm sorry. LA is just a sick, twisted place. And I'm from New York. And so
Yeah.
I get how twisted it could get. But
Hmm.
there's a type New York is violent like to your face
Yes.
and be like, and what? What are you gonna do about it?
Yes.
LA is twisted violent and dark. Like I never hear of serial killers coming out of New York.
Aside from Son of Sam, but even then, that was like a real,
Sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but like LA, like every other fucking person in your neighborhood is a serial killer. You know what
There's
I
a
mean? Like,
there is a psychic type of violence
yes,
and darkness
yes,
that seems to live in LA.
yes.
And it seems to be like it's because there's so many dreams,
Uh
hopes and
huh. Uh
dreams,
huh. Uh huh.
in this place. I think something like it opens up a hell's gate.
And also, New York tends to garner every other state's like ambitious, hardworking, hustler, that kind of person. Whereas
Yes.
LA, like beckons all the pretty, the dreamers, the
Yes.
beautiful, and that alone really changes the vibe of the city because LA is there's a sickness to LA where New York it's just kind of like it's just a chronic cough. It's like a hacking like but you're like moving on, right? You're living with
Sure.
it. LA is like a slowly deterioration of the mind.
Yeah, it's the jinx. It's
It's
jinx.
the jinx.
It's
It
jinx.
really is that like insipid evil that lurks underneath the surface.
I mean, it's
Whereas New
Phil
York is
Spector.
like in front of your face,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, right. It's Jinx, it's Phil Spector, that's LA. Like in New York, that's a stabbing in the street, right?
Def
Like
$100%.
it's
Yes.
need, and like you can see the
It's mob
equation,
justice.
and you can
Yes.
see the equation. It makes sense.
Yes.
The math, violence wise, makes sense.
Yes.
There is
It nets out to
no,
zero. You're like, oh,
absolutely.
you get why that happened.
I mean, like when I think even about the hipster grifts that have happened in New York,
Uh-huh.
even those grifts, you got to kind of admire their ambition.
You respect the hustle
You respect the hustle, and that's the
because
reason
you
why
worked hard to pull the wool over my eyes.
there's a Netflix special about you, honey. That's
Right.
the reason why there's a limited series,
That's right.
because the hustle alone, the ingenuity that was required,
Yes.
right? Because to be able to pull the wool over the eyes of New Yorkers in
Uh-huh.
particular, right? You're working
It's a tough
in
thing
LA. In LA, it happens every day. It happens with some
every
sort of
day.
as
And
like
then you're spit
psycho,
out. Yeah.
and it doesn't, I think it's happening a little bit more online with influencer culture. There seems to be this way that grifting. I mean, I love a good grift. That
Same.
is some I love a good grift.
Listen, if you could fool and hustle, I am, and even if it happens to me,
Mhm.
I will give you your flowers. I'm giving you your props. If you can make it happen, I'll give it to you. The problem I have with Grifts in LA is it's so like I think because I'm a New Yorker, I'm so ahead of the grift that like I'm
Mhm.
watching it happen. Give you a quick example. I'm going through something right now. Um, without without making too many details come out, I'll say I have a project that I'm working on that six
Okay.
months ago I told my reps, hey, I want to flag this thing. Someone's being sus. Someone's being shady.
Okay.
I think they're trying to steal this from under my nose. 6 months ago.
Wow.
And I've been updating them about screenshots, proof, details, receipts, timelines. I'm out there providing this to my team.
You're
Tell me why
already
last week my team calls me and says, hey, by the way, I think this person's trying to steal from you. Bitch, I done told you 6 months ago. That's the frustrating thing is that like I'm so far ahead of your grifts that you look stupid. And
Mhm.
that's making me eat mad. That like you think I'm that stupid that you're gonna come at me with this BC level grift when I'm used to riding the train to the Bronx every fucking day. So
This is
like
it.
you can't get one over me, bitch. Like I clocked you 6 months ago when you started this.
You're an AP grift, right? You're an
Hello.
AP grift.
I'm
You're
college
already
level.
you're IB.
Hello.
Like so
Intellectual baccalaureate.
you're already getting college credits.
Bitch, I was intellectually gifted at the fourth grade. Like I'm recognizing patterns, hon. Like you don't know me like this. I come from an abusive family. I pick up my nunchi is so fucking sharp, bitch. Like you don't even know me like that.
I can
And
tell from the way that I can tell from the way that he woke up in the morning, the beating I will get at night.
honey, I'm ready for it.
I'm ready.
I'm already putting the foundation on the space that's gonna bruise. I'm pre-making up.
You're already like preemptively doing stuff to mitigate the situation. I will say that absolutely, that's so funny that you're already compiling the receipts for the for the people's court
It's
like
like watching a
hearing,
child try to like steal from me. I'm
right? And you have
like,
to, but yeah, and also you have
what?
to wait. You can't like tell him beforehand before he tries that you've already figured it out because it's a
No.
child.
Yeah, it's like I'm a precog. Like
Yeah.
you got to like actually do the crime and then I'll have to tell you to do the time, right? But
But when you already
that's
can
so
clock it,
frustrating for me
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
like I'm calling your bitch ass out even before you even have the first thought of doing it. Like my god, that's frustrating. And I just miss being grifted with Suave.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like
Yes.
I
Yes.
love I again, like if you're able to grift me, props to you
But
because
I want, but you want a master's degree to be able to do this. You want a graduate level.
honey, not everyone who has a bachelor's can come grift me. All right? You went to a state school, hon. The fuck is you talking about? And not a UC. It's you didn't even go to Cal State. You're talking about SUNY Stony Brook, no shade, because that was I did
Yes,
go there
okay,
for
yes,
a
yeah,
year.
yeah. It depends on the program, really. Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's like there is a part of it where, like, the quickness that it must be very particularly frustrating for you in
It
this way
really is. It
because
really is.
you can clock intention like in a scary way, which I think that's the reason why you
Immediate.
seem like Kishin sometimes because you do, you know what I mean? You can surmise intention
Yes.
behind people's actions
Before they even know it.
before they even understand their like how they are act before they admitted it to themselves.
Correct. Like they have a little like inkling in their stomach, and I'm like, caught it, see it. Now, how often am I wrong about this? Maybe 2 out of 10 times.
Okay.
I will admit
Yeah.
I do overreach. And in those cases, I do apologize. And I mourn the loss of that friendship. I'm not a fucking diva. Like, I will admit when I'm wrong, but I am rarely wrong. I see it, I
20%.
catch it. I am fucking, I'm telling you, my nunchi is like scary fast.
It is. It really is. Yeah, yeah.
And it
That's true.
really does come from a troublesome background and household. If you come
Yes.
from like an unstable house, your nunchi becomes lightning fast.
Yeah,
That's why
and it
Koreans are
is, yeah.
so good at it because we're like so used to growing up in trauma.
Yeah. I mean, if you're constantly like kind of flinching, right? Like it is definitely like a flinch reflex. It's that
Yes. Yes.
like kind of tightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
For sure,
like
for sure.
you flinch so much that you try to avoid the flinch by catering to whatever the thing is, the mood, right? Or the
Correct.
intention of the abuser.
Correct. Correct.
Anyway, all that to say, I'm excited to be back in New York. If I get grifted in New York in March and you're able to do it, I welcome you.
To be grifted by the best.
Honey,
To be grifted by the best in our country that our nation has to offer.
the
And also,
best of the
let's just
best.
the best of the best. And also, let's be real here. New York, pretty international. So it's the best
Correct.
of the world,
The global
the
grifters.
global grifters. You
Honey,
know,
if
this
you
is
can grift me in New York, you can grift me anywhere.
anyway. It's true. Like, I mean, that is the reason why I love New York. The sort of like naked ambition that's
Yes,
always on display there.
correct.
Like, that is something that, as a young person, particularly appealed to me because, you know this, and we've talked about it on the pod. There's something about our sort of naked ambition that can be kind of grating,
Ugly.
ugly.
Yeah. I mean, I
Outside,
don't know how you can be perceived in Chicago with that because Chicago is such a soft space.
yes,
It's the hardest in the Midwest, but in the nation, Chicago is pretty soft.
yes.
You know, so like you must seem absolutely out of your mind crazy, and people must bristle,
They do.
right? They have to.
They do.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I've actually found myself that part of it is, I think, a bit of a gift as a parent
Mm,
that I've learned to like how to soften it,
mm.
to not be so grating, to
Oh
not be
yeah. Okay,
so,
that's good.
you know, as a
Yeah.
parent, as like a comic and ambitious person, I don't know how much that's helped me. But also, to be fair, most of the people I'm interacting with are other Midwesterners. So it's like that's good.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, like it is pretty grating. It's like I just remember so many people being shocked at how plainly I would express my ambition. One of it is, first of all, just because we also come from improv, the place where, you know, theater kids go to play.
yeah.
And so, like, even declaring something as ugly as ambition or what your true desire was really like off-putting to most people.
Yeah.
Um,
Have you
but I
seen
mean,
I Love LA on HBO?
I've seen parts of it. I've seen parts of it. It's being pushed, but yeah.
Okay, I think you would like it because the character, the main character played by Rachel Sennett,
Hmm.
is very new. Like she's from New York, but she's in LA now. She's trying to be a manager, blah blah. But she is very like career focused and ambitious
Hmm.
to the point where she is to the detriment of her own relationships.
Right.
And when you watch that, it's clearly written as a cautionary tale. But for me, I'm like, I don't understand what's wrong with this. Like, I don't get, I'm like not understanding the slant here because, like, this is how you're supposed to act. Like, fuck a boyfriend. What are you talking about, boyfriend? I'm trying to get myself established as a woman, as a single woman in LA. Like, no, who cares about a boyfriend? Like,
In
you
your
either,
20s, get over
yeah,
it.
yeah, you're either like on my side to help me grow my empire or you're not. Like,
You're with us or you're against us. Yes.
yeah, but that whole the whole first season is very much about her putting her career before anything, so much so that she's like selling out her integrity. And
Hmm.
I'm like, what integrity? Like
Yes.
you're this person is from New York and she's ambitious and she has goals and career goals. Like, what are you talking about? That's what you do to get what you need.
What's not for sale? Like, I don't understand. Like, I guess with regard to the sort of like integrity and like, how about this? I did mushrooms and acid in my before I turned 20, okay? So when we talk about the full breath and what is important inside of a life, I felt it. I heard about it.
Uh-huh.
I met a version of God. Like I understand,
Okay.
but like that doesn't mean that I still don't that like my ambition and all that stuff. I couldn't see that life is long and then not all things can be achieved at all times. Right? Like just because I understand that ultimately what matters or what make you happy is not this doesn't mean that I still don't want to do that and that even though I know ultimately it may not give me this. You know, it's this
Right.
idea that you have like that because you know that it won't give you ultimate happiness that you shouldn't pursue it. It's like, what? Like who like we're all always going to try to find and
We're all
strive
gonna
for
be a monk, like sitting under a tree, like Siddhartha. Like, no,
what are you talking about? And
no.
Siddhartha left behind
His
a single mom.
princehood. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. You know what I mean? Like he was married. He had
Debbie Dad.
kids. Yes. Like
Yeah. He had
did
the
the
ambition of becoming Nirvana. Like, he followed
hello?
that.
Like it's
Okay.
just it's that you cannot be all things at all times in this more on this mortal coil, right?
No.
It's so there's a time and place for all things. And just because you know the hierarchy and the lay of the land does not mean, like it's this to me, it is very much like these are children whose parents supported their dreams and want them to be happy.
Can't
Like
relate.
this is yeah,
I can't relate. Take that somewhere else, honey. I can't relate to that.
like it's that
Yeah.
energy where it's like, oh, I don't know why we're all so ambitious. It's like, yes, because you have the access, the talent, and the drive to do it, but you're like getting in your own way because you think ultimately this isn't what's important. It's like, what?
No. No,
Like,
man.
what are you talking about?
No.
Mandy Patinkin was as a goddamn star, has had the same I mean, like he knows and understood. Like everything's all things can happen in a life, but not in every single moment.
Correct.
So I
So,
mean, like,
yeah, I'm excited to go back to New York. As you know, I've been saying I'm being like driven back to New York. My
mhm,
soul belongs there. The comedy, God. So the other day I was on a lineup and someone dropped out last minute and they replaced her with a comic from New York.
mhm,
Um, I wouldn't say she she's an unknown. She's like
okay,
known. She's done like Fallon, etc. But I wouldn't say she's like a household name.
okay,
So like I didn't know her. And
Who is it? Do you want to tell me off? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you off.
Yeah.
But she came in and fucking crushed. So like I thought I crushed.
Okay.
So like I did my set and I was like, feel pretty good about that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just really like sh- dusting my shoulders off, like really feeling my fucking self. And then she did her set, and I was like, I'm a piece of shit. I've never done comedy in my life.
It actually turns out I did really bad. I bombed. Like I had
Yeah,
no
I
idea.
actually
Like
read my journal and it was sad. Like, what the fuck was I doing compared to this bitch? Like, she was killing so hard, but in a way that like New Yorkers kill.
Mhm.
You know how like New York comics just take you by the throat and just throttle you?
Yeah.
Like, they don't even care if their joke lands or not. Like, their joke is landing. You are gonna laugh, and I'm gonna tag this till you like your belly button pops and then you
Right.
fart by accident, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna lead you into the next bit and
Yes.
not let you fucking breathe
Yes.
until I get the light.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah. Yeah.
was
Yeah.
like so fucking thrilled by her. I went up to her afterwards and I was like, I fucking love you. Who are you? How come I've
Yeah.
never seen
Yeah.
you? She's like, oh, I'm from New York. I'm visiting for some work stuff. Thank God I got to like, be part of this lineup, blah, blah. And I was like, this is, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like a New York comic can go to any city and just throttle.
Yeah.
An LA comic can't go to most cities.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I think that New York comics also when they're killing in rooms like that, it's typically like large cities.
Yeah.
There's some because there is something about the 10-minute set in the spot in the city very specifically
Yes.
with what you're talking about, the kind of like
Yes.
breakneck speed of joke after joke after joke,
Joke. And
where it's
not
like they get on stage and then it's roar, bigger roar, down to giggle, roll. It's like always
build,
just
build. Yes.
built.
And it's not even like I'm not, this is no knock to her writing. It's not
Mhm.
about her jokes. It's about her. Like, it's almost like the jokes don't even matter.
Yeah, because it's the
Because,
attitude, the pace,
yes,
the rhythm, and
yes,
the way that she's attacking. Yeah.
yes. And she's such a like honed machine of a star
Hmm.
that, like, if I did my jokes in New York City and it didn't land, it would take me a millisecond to like adjust
Right.
to like, all right, that didn't work, and like tag it or call it out or move on to the next one. This bitch could not care. Like she
Right.
couldn't give a rat's fuck if you liked her or not. Because guess what? You will like her.
Yes.
And that is just so yummy to me because it's a confidence that goes beyond writing,
How
beyond
long has she been
comedy.
doing it? How long has she been doing comedy?
Uh, I don't know, but she started in LA like 10 years ago, and then she was like, "This shit is bullshit," and she moved to New York. So
Okay.
she like realized how garbage LA was, and then moved to New York, and then became like a star in New York.
Okay.
Now, when I watch her set, and maybe it's because like I'm biased because I know that she left LA to go to New York, I can't imagine her being this good
If she
by
had stayed.
being in if she stayed in LA.
Right.
Admittedly, she said she couldn't. There's just not enough sets.
No.
So she's like, come to New York, like you can do like 4 sets, 5 sets a night, and you're just constantly in kill mode. You're like a dragon, and you just can't get that type of like sharpening and that
Hmm.
kind of momentum to become such a killer in LA. Now, maybe that makes LA comics a different style of comic.
Yes.
Granted, that style's just not for me. You know me. I love to throttle.
You like to throttle.
I love to kill. I love to beat a dead horse. Like I want to make sure you're not playing possum. Like I'm stepping on your neck and stomping to make sure all the blood's out. Like
I mean, you're putting this car in a gear that it's not capable of having.
no, I'm going
It's
to D7.
and it's you know what like it's you're going to space. It's Luda, I mean like
Yes,
Luda, we're
it's
in the
Fast and the
sky.
Furious.
Yes, but
Yeah,
like
and that just made me like salivate. Oh God, it made me like go, oh God, that's so yummy. That like that you left LA and you got there in New York and like you're doing it, And like I don't care about her credits. I really don't care about anything she's done. I just care about what I saw and what I witnessed in that room that I thought I had killed.
right.
So
I
when
mean, that's
I went up,
possible. That's possible in New York where there's like people that and like in the scene, they're like they kill.
oh yeah, and they're
They
like nobody's anywhere else.
no one's there. Yes.
That's my dream. Truly, like, sure,
Yeah.
I would love to be like well known enough to be blah 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 blah, blah work work work, but to be unknown and
Hmm.
to be an absolute
Killer.
murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my! It goes back to that like wealth whispers thing. Like, I don't want to talk about me or how good I am or my credits or what I was in or what movie I'm doing. Just just watch me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's as possible anymore to bomb, like to like murder in obscurity in the same way. Even especially if you're in a major
Mm,
city, but like there
no,
is like
well,
that.
relative obscurity.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like most of the
that was always my
comics in the
dream,
lineups when I was in New York are not known in LA or anywhere in the world.
right?
Like they haven't been on TV, they haven't been in movies, like they
But
don't have
killer.
giant podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like they're not one of the like six white dudes that have podcasts in New York. Like
Right,
these
right,
are
right.
like there's this one guy like this heavily Jamaican accented guy
Hmm.
who did like maybe three jokes, but mostly just did crowd work.
Sure.
The most I had laughed in months. Like, and you and me, like we've been doing it for we just don't laugh at things. We're just kind of like, ha, or like, that's good. Ah,
Yes.
oh yeah, that's good. You were looking
Yes.
at the math of the jokes as opposed to like being delighted.
And sometimes the thing that makes us laugh is not necessarily good. It's surprising.
Or it's you as a comic trying something and absolutely failing, and me
Yes.
having that like empathetic laugh of like, I know what that feels like.
Yes, yes, yes. Or like that's a fun, the way that like in Departed when Jack Nicholson shoots that dude and he laughs. He's like, "Oh, she fell funny."
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's like a part of that where I'm like, "Oh, like even though this is the bomb, I'm like, oh, that's like it's like you're bombing in a funny
But it's
way.
funny.
It's
Yeah,
funny, like you're
yeah,
falling funny, and
yeah.
there's like it's not sadistic, but it is like absolutely empathetic, but also like it's a different kind of laugh coming from more of a process brain,
Correct.
right? And
Yeah.
so being able to laugh just because like shit is funny,
A gift.
yeah.
A gift. And yeah, I'm just very excited for that and the vibe shift of like the heartbeat of the city, you and me being there together. Like we've just haven't done that in a while, and we both have friends in New York, so it's gonna be nice to see our friends and family.
Yes.
But anyway, all that to say, we're gonna be there March 19th and 20th. So please, please, please come on out. Bring your cousins, bring your friends, bring your ex that you still want to do a little hooky with,
Bring your
whatever it is.
Esthers, bring your Hannahs, bring your
Yeah,
Jennifers, Jenny Lees, Jenny Coos, and Jenny Kims. I don't
ons.
know any Jenny Kims. Ans, yeah,
Yeah,
they're all yeah, or Janice's.
yeah.
And come on out. We are going to be doing new material. Peter and I are both very excited. I do feel
Yes.
like there's a part of it where in the last couple of months, both of us have sort of become like born again
Uh-huh.
around stand up.
I think it's for me, it's because I filmed my hour.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm ready to discover new things. And I'm excited, because like that's been encapsulated in a thing on tape, if you will. Now it's just like, okay, what's the next 30 going to be?
Right.
Like, what is this going to feel like? What am I like talking about? What's new in my life? Oh, I have a nephew. I have My family dynamics are changing. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's like new stuff to bitch about. Like there's technology stuff that I'm like really upset with, like Waymos.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, there's like new grievances. Whereas like my hour or my I don't know what my first act of
Sure.
comedy feels like an older version of me. Like if
Yes.
I were to do those jokes, I would feel like kind of like some of them still track, but like a little like dated.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited about that. What about you? What's your next half hour feel like?
I do feel like I am someone that is very much like burn and just move on. No,
Yeah,
I love to do this, but
yeah.
I will say it is all new, but I am using threads and like weird like chunks and putting them in new
Oh, I
places
love that.
and
Wait, let me
fashioning
ask
out
you.
new thesis.
Let me ask you about this. If you were to put an hour down, right,
Hmm.
and which you have, uh, let's say you have like the hour that you like,
Okay.
and
That's
within
hard for me
that,
to imagine. Yeah.
I know, just try hard. Say that you like it and the editing is good enough, you gave
Yeah.
yourself a B plus, which is
Okay.
pretty great, right?
Pretty great. Yeah. Yeah.
For special, and within your special, you have a joke that works, okay?
Okay.
Um, but in your half hour, you're doing a different bit, but there is a like set up punchline or like a joke from your hour
Hmm.
that fits so perfectly into this new ish like slant of a bit.
Right.
Do you feel okay taking that and putting it into this as like, but like padding it around like a new bit, or
Hmm.
does it have to be completely new?
So I would say that I would have been of the mind that it would have to be completely new.
Okay.
I just would have been that person, right?
Yeah.
I would say now I am talking about like being a reborn again part of it, where I'm like, I will reuse it,
Uh huh.
but what I've been doing is calling it out that it's like an old bit, and I'm like
Oh,
packaging
okay.
it as a way to be like this. So this is old, and so it's I'm using it as like the launch into like the next part of the paragraph or like the next part
So
of the
you tell your
thesis.
audience, sorry, this is an old bit.
That like this is archival because I don't typically have a lot of other stuff outside of this. That's why I have to offer to you like this. Right. And
But
so
how do they know?
they don't. I just
Oh,
mention it
okay.
because I only mention it because for me, right, to like make me feel a certain way, but also the way I'm framing it. There's a part where I'm acknowledging that this is an older version of me,
Yeah. You're like,
right?
don't come for me.
Right. I'm like, I acknowledge that this is like, this kills, but like, there's no better way of explaining to you how I used to be than showing you.
I see. I see. Okay. I see.
So it provides
Gotcha.
context. The joke still works, and it's a launch into the next chunk.
Okay. So
So that's how I've been
you're
using
saying
it.
that like it is allowed as long as
Yeah.
you call it out. Or
I
do
mean,
you feel like you don't have to call it out either?
I think that it really depends. Because I've seen it in a couple of other people's where there's like an older like line or small joke that they keep in, but I see why. Like I can almost see where they started their new hour. Do you know what I mean? Like where like this is from their old thing and that's where the joke was, and then I can see almost where they started and did their new hour.
Okay.
So it needed to happen, and they couldn't figure a way out to get rid of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
But
Uh,
like ultimately, I think yeah, like I think you can use it. I don't know if I would lay it down. How about that?
I wouldn't lay it down
Yeah, I think that
because
if like I
most
would
people
use
just
it,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think there might be some of that in my half hour
Hmm.
where like I kind of buttress it with an old joke.
You
Um,
have to. I mean, if it's helping your point, I don't
it
see
is.
any harm in it at all. I used to
It actually like
as a purist.
makes a better point
Yeah, yeah.
than my hour, the how it sits in my hour.
That's when I think it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, this is such a perfect tie into this thing that
Hmm.
like I have to use it. Like there's no I could go about like writing a different joke that's kind of like this joke to buttress the bit, but why? You know,
I mean,
like
and I will
who
also
said
say
I
there's a,
have to be like brand like what? Who the fuck am I? Like
I mean, truly, and there's a part of it also where it's like, I feel if the context is new, if the context is actually better, like you're providing a better context for this old joke, like that's also not the same. Like I've definitely done the same material, but like formatted or but like given like a different context, and like most people, they had no idea.
right.
They all thought it was the first time they were hearing it.
Right. No one knows. Especially from us, like where we don't have like hugely watched specials. Like no
Right,
one's
right,
gonna be
right.
like no one's gonna go on Reddit and be like, hey, this was you know, like who cares? Um okay, good. I feel better about where my half hour is starting to shape. Because at first I was like, it's got to be all brand new. People are going to be so impressed that like there's no repeat jokes or even like repeat like themes or whatever. But like, no, I'm not. I don't care about that.
I mean, I've been lately, just because of time constraints, I've been doing like real, I've been doing less like writing how I typically do, and I've been doing more like set construction.
Mm.
So like I'll almost be using the parts to like make a point, and then I'll write from there. Does that
Okay.
make sense? Like where I'm like I'm putting these things and I'm like, oh, these ideas seem to be getting together. What could come out of that? It's a
Yeah.
little bit, it's a strange way I've been writing lately, and I don't mind it. I haven't found a ton of like stuff, but
Hmm.
the way that I've been putting it together has like engendered like interesting ways that I'm um offering up the material.
Okay.
And so that is helpful because I think sometimes, especially when you're doing spots, it can be very much like
Just
joke,
random things,
joke, yeah,
random jokes. Yeah.
joke,
Yeah.
bit, this
Yeah.
chunk, versus I think the way that I've been writing lately has been more towards like a longer set, more towards writing towards like a larger point, or like, so I'm like,
Hmm.
there's more sets that I have that are just about one thing.
Yeah. I don't even mind a whole half hour about one thing.
Yeah. That's like where I'm at right now. So it's how like, I think that's the
Ooh.
reason why,
Okay.
yeah. It's funny that we're, yeah, but it's absolutely like how I've been working it versus like how I typically would, which is like, oh, this idea. But I've
Yeah.
been like mushing it together and then putting it out and what's the larger idea. It's
Hmm.
so it's been a longer haul of like small jokes, but my sets are still working because I'm using all these old bits to like kind of put it all together.
Cool.
So yeah, it's been I am definitely in a place of like, what is it? Like you're saying like this beginning part of the year where you're like before the actual Lunar New Year, I do find myself like kind of figuring out my stable,
Hmm.
where the hay is going so that I can run. But I'm definitely like kind of in that sort of space. Like I'm like literally doing that. Like my
Mm.
house, I'm like doing a bunch of like house stuff right now. So I'm like literally changing my space and, you know, reorganizing and expunging and spackling and doing a ton of like home repairs.
Mm. Both metaphorical and literal.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see your next half hour. Unfortunately, you and I probably won't see each other's half hours before we hit the Brooklyn stage, but that's going to be
It's
exciting for
true.
us too. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Thank you so much again for listening and tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.